American and Russian security are threatened tomorrow on NEP.
Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, Chief Meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Joe Zone on sports. This is the Newswatch 16 update.
190 workers in Clinton County don't have to worry about their jobs for at least another year. The United Chemicon Company in Renova has just been awarded a $16 million contract from the Navy to build steel storage sheds. That means the employees will have work through 1985.
The longer they have contracts, the longer I'll be here working. You know, more people working.
And there is a talk of expansion at United ChemCon. Newswatch 16 has learned that the Renova company is low bidder on a postal service contract. And if another Navy contract comes through, United ChemCon may lease or buy space in the old Piper Aircraft Complex in Lock Haven. That would mean as many as 600 new jobs in that area. And the good news doesn't stop there. As Newswatch 16's Craig Stevens reports, expansion by United ChemCon would also mean better times for those who supply the company with materials.
They do a lot of welding here at United ChemCon in Renova. Putting together huge steel cargo sheds takes a lot of time and a lot of welding material. But where do all the welders get their supplies? Why, right here, from Porter Welding Supply in Williamsport. This company sold about $500,000 worth of welding equipment to United ChemCon last year, and owner Jim Porter hopes new Navy contracts in Renova will let him double his sales there. That would make up about half his entire business.
Very good about it all. It's something that we haven't seen for a long time. It's been something we've been a little skeptical of until the last couple contracts have been awarded. Now we feel definitely it is going to be there.
More sales would mean an expansion for the Porter Company and more money to hire more workers here. So not only do the government contracts mean good news for United ChemCon, but also good news for Porter Welding and Supply Company and all the other companies that supply United ChemCon with materials. That government money will be spread around in Renova, here in Williamsport, and a lot of other towns as well. Craig Stevens, Newswatch 16, Williamsport.
Coming up, a florist who's fuming over fluoride.
Plus, a little later, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to stay tuned for a story on an impossible mission as Newswatch 16 Update continues.
It appears that a program to cut down on drunk driving in the Allentown area did just that over the holidays. We told you last month that Blue Cross Blue Shield offered free taxi rides to people who had too much to drink. 4 cab companies took part in the first ever program in our state. 440 free rides were given between December 14th and New Year's Day in Lehigh and Northampton counties. We're told most of the people took advantage of the program to prevent drunk driving on New Year's Eve. A program to prevent tooth decay in small children is causing controversy in Bloomsburg. Some want fluoride added to the town's water supply. The water company is taking a survey to see how residents feel about it. As Newswatch 16's Bob Costantini reports, one businessman is already taking a stand.
This full-page ad in Bloomsburg's Press Enterprise newspaper was bought by J.L. Dillon Incorporated. It urges citizens of the Columbia County town to vote against fluoridation of their water. J.L. Dillon is a wholesale flower distributor and grower operating acres of greenhouses along Route 11. Here, they use Bloomsburg Water Company water inside the greenhouses. They argue research has shown fluoride in water is harmful to certain plants, especially houseplants with long leaves.
If this plant were given fluorides at rather low levels, the tip of the leaf would become brown, start dying back, to the point where it really wouldn't look very nice at all. You know.
Dillons argues fluoride in Bloomsburg water would cut down on productivity of their plants, even hurting the millions of roses they grow each year. We checked with a small greenhouse operator in the Binghamton, New York area where water is fluoridated. The owner says there was a noticeable difference in the appearance of many plants when fluoride was first added back in the 60s.
It's just a trickle, but the Dillon greenhouses use about 12 million gallons of water each year. Taking the fluoride out of it would cost them many thousands of dollars.
Proponents say fluoride in water would be a benefit to children in their developing years. And dentists say it's a great way to cut down on tooth decay.
In children that are developing their teeth, has been proven to show that 50 to 80% reduction in decay. And also in children past the developing years, it's also been shown to be about a 30% reduction in decay. So
but Dr. Dave Hamilton still believes that people should decide if they want fluoride in their water. It's just what the Bloomsburg Water Company is letting them do. Cards sent out with recent bills are being returned as customers check off their preference. So far, the vote is overwhelmingly against adding fluoride to the water supply here. Bob Costantini, Newswatch 16, Bloomsburg.
Next, meteorologist Paul Hepner will be heading out to his snowy backyard.
How much snow did we get out there, Paul?
Well, we do have some light snow flurries out there right now, just a little bit of a coating on there, but snow may not be the problem tonight. Icing may be the problem tomorrow morning as temperatures drop. Details coming up.
You see that?
Intrigue and political trickery threatens American and Russian security.
There are leaks in our government, and I don't know where they are. There's a number of Frenchmen, compatriots of ours, high in official circles, working for the Soviet Union. Aspiring? Called He must be stopped now.
The stakes are high in Topaz, tomorrow at 4, right here on WNEP TV 16.
1985 brides, you're invited to WNEP TV 16's second annual bridal fair, Sunday, January 27th at Genetti's Best Western Motor in Wilkes-Barre. Exquisite gowns by Barbini Bridals and the latest formal attire by Metallo's Formal Wear, plus flowers, sportswear, furs, jewelry, china, gifts, and entertainment all add up to the largest bridal show in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. And it's all free. Register for your free invitation now at Arcade Furs, United Penn Bank, or Jewel Corps.
Well, let's get the word on those icy roads you may be able to expect tomorrow morning. Paul Hepner.
Okay, Karen and Nolan, the way I see it right now, we have some snow flurries and snow showers out here in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Now, temperatures have been above the freezing mark up to this point. That means that most of that precipitation has been falling on the pavement, making wet pavement. Well, later on tonight, temperatures will be dropping back into the 20s, and I think some of that moisture on the pavement will be freezing, especially on the secondary roads, so you might want to allow a little bit of extra time tomorrow morning. Let's go right now into the current readings. We are still just above the freezing point, standing at 33 degrees. The relative humidity is quite high now, right around 91%. The wind is gusty from the southwest, and the barometer is low at 29.54 inches. The high temperature today all the way up to 41 degrees, low temperature last night at 30, and the normals are 32 and 19, record low set back in 1968. Here's a view now from space as we look at some of those snow flurries falling into Volca. The view from space on the Newswatch 16 color satellite picture, which does show two areas of low pressure, one from Cape Cod and another one back up through Lake Erie, and that's all going to consolidate into a big storm offshore, pulling in a northwest flow here. That means some very, very cold air coming in beginning tomorrow morning. Right now we do see some snow showers still through northeastern and central Pennsylvania, but most of the precipitation out here is very light tonight, and I don't expect to see any of the heavier snow squalls develop until later on tonight and tomorrow morning. But that cold flow will be bringing in some more precipitation. Well, normally here in northeastern Pennsylvania we get about 30 inches of snow per year, but way out there over in Europe, they don't usually see much snow over in southern Europe. Well, here's a view from Rome this morning. You can see that they had some problems out that way with 6 inches of snow. And real problems up there in Finland, 45 below zero up there this morning. That is very, very cold stuff out there. Okay, let's come back to our satellite right now. We can show you that our source of air, just like the folks over in Europe, is going to be from the Arctic, and we are going into the freeze starting tomorrow. Okay, here's my forecast now for tonight. As I see it, we will see some periods of light snow tonight. Temperatures now above the freezing point, but they will be dropping back into the 20s later on. Oliphant, for instance, 26 degrees. Slatington, 28, and out to the west, pretty similar, but a little bit cooler up in Burlington at 23. My forecast for tomorrow calls for some heavier snow squalls up in the mountains, and as I see it, these temperatures will occur around dinner time tomorrow night. Durrell about 18, Milford around 21 degrees, temperatures in the mid-20s out by Valley View, and a little bit colder, gusty northwest winds, 10 to 20 miles per hour out in Avis, and that wind will provide a wind chill of about 20 below zero by tomorrow night, so bundle up tomorrow night. Now, in terms of snowfall accumulations, conditions. I've produced this chart for you, my prediction by noontime tomorrow. I expect to see generally a ½ inch to 2 inches of snow in the Susquehanna Valley in through Sunbury and right up here into Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. Otherwise, up through Back Mountain and over into Poconos down through Broad Mountain, 1 to 3 inches of snow, maybe 4 inches of snow up near Mansfield can be expected. Down near Pottsville, just a trace to 1 inch at best. So no real major storms except perhaps a little more accumulation up in the mountains where it usually is worse. Okay, here's the sunrise and sunset for tomorrow, as we call it up in the morning at 7:27 and sunset with a few flurries perhaps at 4:51. I think most of the flurries should be over with by noontime. Snow showers tonight, a gusty wind as you can tell right now, 25 degrees. Some heavier snow squalls will be developing tomorrow. Temperatures won't be going up, they'll be going down to about 20 by dinner time tomorrow night. Could be in the single digits tomorrow night. Bitter cold for Wednesday, 21 degrees, but fair skies, and warming up just a little bit for Thursday and Friday. So Karen and Nolan, I think probably the best thing to do is allow maybe 5 or 10 extra minutes to get to work tomorrow.
All right, that's good advice. Did that wind just come up recently that we see blowing around?
Yeah, it's been within the past hour.
Okay, here.
Blowing around.
All right, Paul.
Thanks a lot, Paul. Coming up, moving over and making room for the new guys in baseball's Hall of Fame.
Plus, the Royals back at full strength and looking good.
Many of us have been taking advantage of the after-Christmas sales. It seems just about every store has one, and liquor stores are no exception. The State Liquor Control Board says beginning Wednesday, 50 traditional holiday items will go on sale. The LCB is knocking off 25% from the price of things such as decanters, miniatures, and gift packs. The liquor sales will continue until all of those items are sold.
All right, very good. How about sports, Joe? Basketball?
Hall of Fame first.
All right.
We have some new members in baseball's Hall of Fame. Good news and some bad news for a couple of people. First of all, Lou Brock gets into the Hall of Fame on his first try, voted in tonight. Only one of 15 players to get in the first try. Also, Hoyt Wilhelm, great knuckleballing relief pitcher. He's admitted tonight. Guy who didn't make it, Nellie Fox. It's a sad story, folks. You need 75% to get in. This is Nellie's last year of eligibility. He got 74.6%. Hall of Fame people say, sorry, got to be a pure 75%. That's pure bull. We're sorry, Nellie. That's the way it goes. Okay, let's talk basketball now. University of Scranton back at full strength, and the cheerleaders home tonight to cheer on the Royals just in time as they roll into the meat of that MAC schedule. Also a toughie tonight with Dickinson. Let's take it out. Billy Bessoir, he's got the mask. You saw the story we did on Friday, broken cheekbone. He's playing again. 2 of his 20 points. Outlet now to Dan Polacek for 2 off the board. And Scranton is starting to take a big lead in the second half. Look at the pass inside. Folks to Gallagher off the glass, and then Scranton up by 10. Dickinson cuts it to 8. They go inside, up and in. Now another great pass, folks, to Gallagher. Isn't that pretty for 2 right there? Scranton up by 12. Missed shot here by Trippett, but there's Bessoir for the tip-in. Seems to be playing quite well with that mask on his cheekbone. They go on to win tonight by 18. Scranton over Dickinson. Check the scoreboard. There it is. Scranton 68, Dickinson 50. Susquehanna beat Gettysburg 77-69. Top 20 scoreboard. Number 4 St. John's beat Villanova, close one. Number 11 Kansas over West Carolina 79-62. Okay, in that St. John's Villanova game, both teams started fast. St. John's first. There they go. That was Mullen to Bill Wennington. Villanova right back, Ed Pickney to Harold Presley. Midway in the half, Mullen from outside gave St. John's a 24-23 lead. But Pickney hit 9 out of 10 free throws. Villanova led at halftime, 37-31. Mike Moses' opening steal started a St. John's comeback. The Redmen took the lead by 52-51 when Wennington followed Mullen's miss and was fouled right there. Pickney on the bench with 4 fouls. Wennington had little trouble. It was 58-51. Final score, 76-71, as you saw, St. John's. Okay, NBA scoreboard. Look at that, the Sixers tonight over Phoenix, 199. Boston beat New York again, 108-97. Kansas City over Golden State, 110-101. Back to that Boston game last week. They played in the Garden. Tonight, Madison Square Garden. Take the action there. Parrish thought he had an easy one, but it didn't go. That kind of fired him up a little bit. Watch Double O go to work. He hit for double figures in the opening quarter. Most of the Celtics fast quarter passes wound up in Parrish's hands. He came up with 17 points. Look at him there, just in the first quarter. Knicks kept it close thanks in part to Pat Cummings. He plays his favorite position tonight, forward. Cummings with 21 points for the game with some nifty moves to the glass. It was pretty, but not enough. 108-97. You saw it right there. Boston, the winner tonight. Bird inside. Well, week 2 of our Super 16 high school basketball poll. Only 3 of our teams lost last week, so we've got just a few moves. Let's take a look at it now. As we look at the team number 16, that is Panther Valley. As you can see their record, 7-2. Go to team number 15, Northwest at 7-1. Number 14, South Williamsport, 7-2. 13, Montoursville. Number 12 is Northeast Bradford, 11. Scranton Prep, number 10. Bishop Hoban, number 9. Honesdale, number 8. GAR, number 7. Whitehall, number 6. Allentown Central Catholic, number 5 is Hazleton. Number 4, Northern Lehigh. Number 3, Allentown Allen. Number 2, Lourdes Regional. The number 1 team in the area, Pottsville. Perfect record. 2 leagues going tonight. One of our teams in action. Let's check the scoreboard and see how it worked out. Number 9, Honesdale over Bishop O'Hara, 58-44. Carbondale beat Valley View. Riverside over Mid-Valley. Sacred Heart and Old Forge won that one. NAC now, Elk Lake, Susquehanna. The winners in the NAC, along with Western Wayne and Blue Ridge. High school wrestling, number 12, Tunkhannock, and Bangor won. Mount Carmel over Minersville. Troy Notre Dame was postponed. Hockey League, now in the National Hockey League, just 2 games. Boston over LA, 5-4. Overtime, Hartford beat Toronto, 7-4. Fish and game forecast for tomorrow. 1 a.m. Tell me how it was, Nolan.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Young man.
Thank you, Joseph.
That's one thing we agree upon anyway. Don't fish, right?
Not at 1 a.m.
Not at 1 a.m. Okay. Still ahead, choosing to accept the impossible mission.
But first, tonight's winning daily lottery number is 873. We'll be right back.
Don't be a crab. Instead, come to Vicmar's restaurant in Edwardsville and enjoy seafood at its finest. Sunday through Thursday, Vicmar's offers the all-you-can-eat special. Mix or match fresh pink shrimp, fried clams, hard-shell crabs, or fried shrimp, served with golden fries and coleslaw.
When you said Vicmar's, you said a mouthful of goodness. You said a mouthful.
Finally tonight, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to watch this next report.
It's a story of people helping the needy, a program run by a local radio station. As Newswatch 16's Mark Davis found out, this mission is not only possible, but successful as well.
This is your radio station for WNAK Mission Impossible.
This is Mission Control for Mission Impossible. And this is Mission Impossible. Clothes, food, shoes, and fuel assistance donated by listeners for the needy in our area. It started as a small community project last year. Since then, it has grown to an annual program helping thousands of people from Pittston to Shikshini. No government red tape, just people helping people. One of the helpers is Richard Tompkins. He's retired but gives about 20 hours a week to Mission Impossible.
I took a family to buy shoes, and when the kids put the shoes on, it was just like Christmas. They hopped around and jumped around, and the father looked and he broke down and cried.
The only requirement for help for Mission Impossible is need. And Charmaine Grove from WNAK tells me it's a big job just determining need.
We have volunteers who go out. They have gone out and they have checked the oil gauge. It's on empty. The house is cold.
This Pittston warehouse is one of 4 in use now by Mission Impossible. With the tremendous growth of the program over the last 2 years, you have to wonder where it's all going to end. One volunteer put it this way. He said there's a tremendous need out there, and we'll just keep plugging the holes. Mark Davis, Newswatch 16, Pittston.
And if you want to be part of Mission Impossible, you can contact WNAK Radio during regular business hours at 735-0730 or 822-6108.
All right, good job.
And that is Newswatch 16 update for tonight.
Next on Nightline, more on those talks going on in Geneva.
And for the first news of the day, join the Newswatch 16 This Morning team at 6:30 tomorrow.
For the update team, we thank you for joining us.
Good night.